That was a creepy sound. Sound like a bear or something. Hello guys, welcome back to Enigmatica 2 Expert Mode. What was that sound? Was it just a cow? There's a bunch of cows. We have like a cow pond over here. I'm not sure if I showed this before. If you go behind the house, there's this little cow bath over here. It's slowly becoming more and more cows and other animals. It's terrible. Everyone is thirsty, even though there's water. Whatever. Today, I think we will do a little bit more magic. Last episode, we kind of started with Botania. Stuff out there. Can we see it? Yeah, look at it. It's sitting there. Oh, pure daisies. And realized quickly that, well, not really quickly, but realized that we need way more magic stuff to even get started with Botania and other things as well. We have to go through some of Astral sorcery and some of Thaumcraft. And might as well like dive more into these in general. Before we do though, I kind of want to do a little bit of bee stuff, just set them up. So we have, I think we have 2 queens. So let me double check here. Forest, yeah, and meadows. These are princesses, which would require drones. So we can't quite use them, but we should be able to make apiaries at this point because we have these impregnated frame thingies. And I think we can also make, what are they called? Impregnated, these guys. Frames, yeah, okay. Wait, what's, oh, these are apiaries. What's this called? Oh, casing, okay. Not frame. This is the frame, this is the casing. But these like speed up things, right? So they produce twice as much and genetic decay. Actually, wait, do I want these? Genetic decay 0.4 times. Does that mean they decay slower or faster? Because I think I want them to decay faster, right? Whoa, that was crazy. This, oh, I know why. Like, there's something with the shaders. Yep. This craziness. I think it's because there's an Animania egg displayed here or something. Yeah, these guys, these like 3D. You can't really see it. Sorry, I'll turn it off. It freaks out the shader. I need to disable those 3D models again in the configs because I just updated the pack, so it's a little bit different. Let's do forestry frame maybe. Oh, I guess there's other frames too. Proven frames. No, maybe that is the one we want. Oh boy. I can't unfortunately fix that without restarting. And you know how long that pack takes to reset. Okay, well I guess we try these frames. I'll try this out. I might be wrong about this. This might not be the ones we need, but we'll make 2 of them. We're just gonna set these up. So the way we're gonna handle bees then is I'm just gonna give updates about them once in a while. And I need to figure out how we can actually like automate this. Because like I said, I haven't really messed with bees too much. But it would be nice to just get that started. Because I'm interested in it. And also, you know, it might give us some nice resources over time. Who knows? So I'll put you in here, Forest Queen. You don't have flowers, that's okay. And I'll give you this impregnated frame. We can put 3 in there, okay. Will they stack? Like, do they stack their values if I put multiple in there? I'm not sure. Do we have flowers? Let's see. Ooh, camera. Let's take some dandelions. And I'm pretty sure the bees produce flowers over time anyway, once they can pollinate it. Yeah, I'll give you guys 1 each. Are you happy with those? You're happy with those. Cool. So you guys are doing stuff. Yeah, I think this is the decay bar. That's the thing that needs to go down. And you are good. And eventually they produce honeycombs and drones and princesses and that kind of stuff. And I'll probably set up a system where we like refilter them and keep reading them, etc. But yeah, just want to get them started there. But let's focus a little bit on Thaumcraft. Oh, actually, before we do, let's make quickly a smoker from the bee, for the bee stuff. Oh, we need a flint and steel. You know, I don't want to jinx it, but the system feels a little bit more responsive today. Impregnated. See, it doesn't freak out. Yet. Who knows, maybe later. Yeah, but this one calms bees, right? Here, let me sleep through the night. And maybe, I don't know, is there like a hive nearby? Ooh, what's going on here? Oh, I think I may have to... Yeah, unfortunately, I think I may have to restart. I need to change something in Astral sorcery, and it doesn't look like you can do this in-game. I need to turn off the fancy sky rendering, otherwise it freaks out too. Well, I guess I'll do this real quick so I can fix my shaders. But when I come back, I'm just gonna like run around for a little bit and see if I can find some beehives somewhere, the forestry kinds, and just see if we can get them, because I think... So you need a scoop to get them, but if you just hit them with a scoop, they start attacking you. Which isn't a big deal, we can probably withstand it. And just heal ourselves, but... You know, it would be a bit smarter to do it the way we're supposed to do, with the beast smoke, I think, so... Maybe we'll do this real quick, because I think the sky is not too bothersome at the moment. Oh, and I needed to change something. Shift Z. There we go. I turned off item zoom, because it seems to bother some people, Mr. Oris. It's all good. I want to make sure it's not too distracting. I don't need it on the whole time. Having some trouble finding them. I was actually playing Feed the Beast Ultimate Reloaded earlier today, because it's out now. I really wanted to play that game, but... the pack, but then I started like Manufacture and this one, so I shouldn't do 3 packs at once. But that one, beasts just spawn everywhere, like hives, I mean. I guess they have reduced the spawn rate in this one quite a bit, because... Oh wait, there's one! Finally found one. Is that wintry? That's a wintry. Okay, so usually if I try to like do this... Oh, what? Why are you not attacking me? Now you do. Huh, interesting. Before I did that, they were like always attacking me. But again, I wasn't Feed the Beast Ultimate. Maybe it is different here. I'll see if I can find like a forest type. That's kind of what I want. Meadows or forests. And we also have to find a jungle at one point, but we can use the nature's compass for this. Oh, I found one near this awful burning meteor crash site. Well, it's not an AE2 meteor, it's just like a recurrent complex meteors thing. But there it is. So, no, they don't attack me. Only if I break you, huh? What? Oh, maybe they come over here now. I wonder if that's a config option then. Look at them trying to get to me. But normally you're supposed to use this, right? I think. Maybe that's only if you get... Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure you do that. Yeah, see, the particles went away too, and this time it didn't get hurt at all if I break it. Yeah, but like in Ultimate, it was like just punching it with the scoop already made them angry and attack you. Oh, well. Alright, so looking at this, right? After the queen dies, we get a princess and a drone. So don't we just have to feed these back into the system? Is this all we have to do? Because then we could even use like the simple item transfer pipes. We don't need anything fancy. Let's try it with this one. Although it might try to pull out... Yeah, we would need a filter because they do produce, you know, combs and such as well. But I'm not sure if this has to be sided or something, so... What if I just do like this? Oops. Okay, it did pull it out. Oh, come on. Like, do you put them into the right spot? Yeah, okay. So I can at least do this, and then we just get an item filter and say, you know, don't filter out the... Or just filter out the drones, I guess, and the princesses. So yeah, I'm gonna go do this. That should be pretty simple automation then for now. Cool, there we go. And now, not bright enough, no daytime. Okay, they just have to... do stuff in the morning, crazy sky. Okay, you know what, before I restart actually, I'm just gonna go with stuff. We will be mostly indoors anyway, so hopefully it won't be a big deal. But yeah, I think we're gonna get started with Thaumcraft. Now, Thaumcraft is a little bit dangerous because of the flux situation and such, so we might have to set up a different location somewhere, but the beginning should be okay, right? So after we got some of these crystals, we had to sleep, and we got that little book that told us, well, to sleep. Oh no, it told us how to make the Salus Mundus, right? Like this glowy stuff. So we could get the book itself. And then opening the book tells us all about Thaumcraft, and that the first thing we need is the arcane workbench. And also to do research stuff, we need the research table and scribing tool. So let's go make some of these. So if we go scribing, we need this little vial. Oh no, we don't. We can use it this way, huh? Do we have all the things? We don't have glass balls in there or ink sacks. Do we actually have ink sacks? I know we had one that we used up for some testing. Oh, hey, there's bees in here. Oh, man, my stuff is so not organized. Let me go fix this. You guys go in here. There we go. All right, went out to murder some squids, so now we have this stuff. So there's one, and I think we might need a second one. I'm not sure. We'll just make a second one in case we need one. Now I used Thaumcraft a lot in the past, but I actually haven't messed, come on, stop doing that, too much with the newest version, other than like checking out stuff in creative mode. So it's gonna be interesting. I haven't even done a new research system yet, or minigame or whatever. So what we need is just some planks, I guess, to make a work table. And we just throw more of this stuff on there. Bam, it's our work table. And then we also need, what's that table? We need this little table here. The wooden table, research table, right? Yeah. That is throwing dust on there. Nope, let's double check the book. The research table. Yeah, I should craft some scribing tools and place it up on it. Okay. Yeah, I think we just need a table, right? I think that's what that is. Is this, oh, it has to be treated wood? Has to be treated wood. Okay, we have a bunch over here. Those tables look really cool too. Oops. Nope. What? Oh, it has to be at the bottom. That's weird. Now, if I put this down, I think it's only one tall white table this time. Yeah, there we go. Just right click with the scribing tool. And then I think that's where we need a second one, maybe? No, it does go up there. Good. Okay. And this is how we do theories and such, right? So this is for crafting. This is for theories. And this table also needs these guys here. We don't have a lot of the black ones, unfortunately. But these are being used to craft. They just go into the slots here. And then if we craft something, it uses it up, right? So let's open the book again and say that we finished this. We did finish this, although maybe it doesn't recognize this because I didn't craft it in a crafting table. Let's try this maybe. Let's grab a feather and I actually just craft this in here maybe. Let's see if it will recognize this. Because I think it has to tell me like, yeah, you did, yeah. So then it says, yeah, you can complete this research, right? Theory crafting. And then it talks about how this thing works. I've seen a little bit of it in some videos where you have to kind of play this minigame, but I just want to figure it out. We'll just jump into it, and then if it doesn't work, I'll read it. Celestial observation. Okay, we'll do this in a bit, but let's finish this off as well. There we go, completed. And now it wants us to make the thermometer, because that's like something we need to research with. So we just need glass panes, gold, and that's pretty much it. So let's grab 4 of those. And we have to do this in this table now, because it does require V's, and this is how much V's we have available in our chunk or surroundings or whatever. And it also requires these crystals, right? It also shows you how which one it uses. And I guess it shows you, is this how much maybe? Does it show that? Yeah, it uses 1. Okay, cool. Cool, so there's our, oh, we can't see through it because of the shaders probably, that's funny. There's our thermometer. We can see there's even some flux in this world already. In the top left corner, you can see this little V's meter. The light color is the V's, the good V's. The purple above it, that's flux. And flux is the bad stuff, right? I wonder why there's already flux. Maybe it's always like this, I'm not sure. But we have to scan stuff with. We can't scan inventories directly, so if I do this, or shift right click. I think, right? Yeah, there we go. It had to scan for a while. It will go through every single item that's in the inventory and scan it. And then we get these little observations down here for all kinds of different things, depending on what we scan, right? Certain things have different, like, elements in there, I guess. So I'm just gonna go around and do this. Can also scan the table, probably. Furnace. Makes it a bit difficult not being able to see. Can I put this in my offhand? Nope. Yeah, because normally here, if I turn off my UI and hover over this with the thing, you can actually see that this is glowy. That means there's something to learn. See? So, being able to see through that thing would be useful, but oh well. This one might take a while. So many. Oh, that's crazy. Alright, so I went around, scanned a bunch of things so we can complete this one as well. Completing. And then let's see what else we want here. Alright, so it just talks about Essentia, and that Essentia is like a physical form of V's, right? And we have some new recipes as well here. There's that arcane stone we already made last time because we needed this. And then here's all the aspects of Essentia that we have discovered so far and how to make them. And that's like all of them, I guess. And we can see this on items too. If you hold shift, there's like these 20, I think it's herba or something. See, like each item has like, it's made out of certain elements. And that's like kind of what they break down into if we ever need that. We also unlock the ore step here. It just talks about cinnabar, where we can find it. That's the old texture, I think. You know, the trees, silverwood. This one says it has purifying properties. You could use these before to get rid of flux. I'm not sure if that still works though. But it says it replenishes the aura around them. But I wonder if that's still true, or if that's still the old text. But the next thing we would have to do here is discovering alchemy and how we can do stuff with this. We already got enough observation in here, this stuff, for alchemy. We have 25 points. We only need 1. And we also need 1 for fundamentals, right? And these, again, you get from scanning things. Jeez, can't speak. So let's complete this. And I think that removed 1, right? Yeah, now we have 24. And it tells us about the crucible. Now, this is where it gets a bit dangerous. I think that's like the beginning of the dangerous stuff, because the crucible is what causes flux, or one of the things that causes flux. So you gotta be careful with this. And I'm not sure if we want to do this in here right away, or if we want to set up something somewhere else. But let's just go ahead and make a cauldron. I think, yeah, we still have a bunch of these things. And we still have our Salus Mundus. So again, just whoosh, throw some stuff on there. It turns it into the magical version, and let's try to scan it. We get a few things there as well. And I'm guessing that also finishes up the quest here. Complete. I have my crucible. Now I need to experiment. Yeah, don't experiment too much though. It just explains how the crucible works. And we also get finally the recipe for Nitor. This is one of the items we actually need to make progress with our whole Botania chain. This is required in a Astral sorcery recipe. So getting this is definitely good. And I think we can actually make this without causing too much flux, if I remember correctly, but we'll see. But basically this way this works is we will need to, you know, add water to this. And let me double check something here. Yes, okay. Add water to this and then throw in items that have these elements, right? And then once these elements are inside the cauldron, we can toss in the catalyst, which is glowstone in this case, and it creates a nitor. That's kind of how this works. Now, the problem is, if you look at this, for example, it's ignis, lux, and potentia, right? So if you look at the torch, for example, a torch has lux, but also 1 herba. If you look at, I think coal was always the one that goes with that pretty well. Or charcoal would do 2, I'm guessing. Can't see it in here, huh? See, this one has 10 potentia and 10 ignis. So that is perfect for what we need, right? We need exactly 10 of these 2. So 2 torches, right? 5 lux, and 1 charcoal makes exactly the amount we need. But then we end up with 2 herbas in there. And this is what is kind of what causes the whole flux thing, because leftovers are not good. You have to get rid of them out of your cauldron. Well, because if you're not, then I think it gets even worse. I can't remember. But every time you get rid of excess essential that you don't use up, it sends it into the air and causes flux in the air. And flux will cause all kinds of badness. So let's maybe go set this up outside for now. And I'm not quite sure where we'll set this up permanently. Because the thing is, I would kind of like to have a nice building or something for Thaumcraft. And maybe some other magical stuff, but you know, if it causes our chunks here to be corrupted, that's bad. We could make a compact machine and put it in there. But that's kind of lame. That's not very magical. It's possible that we can set this up in the nether too. I'm not entirely sure, but it also seems odd. I'm pretty sure there's ways to kind of clean up flux after a while, but yeah, we'll see how this goes. We just set this up here for now. Put down netherrack, get flint and steel, and put this guy in front of it. Let's just, I guess, place this against there. We do have fire spread off, so technically I don't need a netherrack, but you know, just that's how you normally would do, so I'll do it like this. So let's go grab some water. It does need a heat source underneath, so it like heats up. And put this in here. And I actually forgot the glowstone. Let me go get this. Alright, I'm back again. So we do have the glowstone, we do have the torches, right? And we have the charcoal. Now, you kinda gotta be careful with this, because you can't put in too much at once, otherwise it overfills as well. But we can see there's little bubbles now, that means this guy is ready. So I can go ahead and do 2 of those, 1 of those. And normally if you hold your thermometer in front of it, you can see it. But I guess because of the shaders we can't. And then a glowstone. Oops. Poof, there we go, right? Boink, it created Nitor. And you gotta be careful if you wait too long, these aspects actually disappear and break down. But now you can see there's a little bit of purple goop and such, right? But we can do this a couple more times because there's still water inside. So I'm just gonna make a couple of Nitors. And you can see every time I craft, some of the water disappears, right? And it's empty. It's completely gone. Now, I don't actually know if it goes completely away, if that gets rid of the negative of the remaining flux or essentia that was in there. You can see it's like the purple stuff. It's not very big. Here, if we go into F9, we can see the chunk borders. This one is a bit higher. I think it spreads to neighboring chunks, maybe. Yeah, it doesn't seem bad at all. It seems very similar. If I shift right click... Oh, there we go. That's how you release the essentia now it's still in there. So there was still some stuff. It goes up into the air, and yeah, you can see the flux increased almost twice as much now. So even though there were just like a little bit of herba in there, right? So it is somewhat dangerous. That's why you don't want to mess with it too much early on, unfortunately, because I think it might take a while until you get a way of cleaning that kind of stuff. But we also have a new tab over here, alchemy now, and this is, I think, something we should go through quickly, or as soon as possible at least, because I'm pretty sure in here you will find out how to make stuff more in a much more cleaner way, because there's actually ways to break down these elements into split them up from each other, so I can remove the herba from the lux and then just use the lux, and that will be, some clean crafting. But yeah, actually one thing we can do to kind of prevent some flux with some simple crafts like the Nitor is we can use the essence that's left behind and turn them into crystals. If we take some quartz, we can put this in our crafting grid and get slivers, right? 9 each. Now the way these work is you can, if you throw them into here, they will consume, or they will use whatever essentia is in there and turn them into like these crystals, right? There's all kinds of crystals for each type of Vs. To make one though, you need 2 essentia, right? Like each of them only give 1. For example, this only gives 1 air. But to craft this, you need 2 air plus the sliver. That will make the this air crystal. So if we do the math right, this one gives us, if I throw all of them in here, gives us 40 lux and 8 herba, right? Well, with 40 lux, we just need 4 of those, and then throw in 4 of those, because we have 8 herba in there, to take out the herba again, right? So we could do this all at once, do this, and then throw 4 of these in there to get 4 nitros, and then these guys. And now this should be clean water, right? Because there's nothing left behind. We just drained the herba out of here using these little slivers. So yeah, that's definitely a way of doing it. And yeah, flux is not going up there if I do this. See, no purple cloud. Flux is still the same. So you just gotta be a little bit smart about it early on, I guess. But yeah, it is a bit tricky, but yeah. And to actually see what Niter does, it is a light source. If you place it down, you get this nice little looking wispy flame. It doesn't hurt or anything. But you can also use this one, you can just break it to pick it up. You can use this one underneath your cauldron as a heat source as well, so you don't need to use that fire. So these are pretty cool. But we do need them to make the mana spreaders. So, that's the main goal. And then, of course, these guys, because they have like only one type of, essentia now, these are going to be really good for crafting in your cauldron or whatever we unlock later. So yeah, these are nice. We can produce quite a lot of these later on though. All right, it is currently nighttime, so I'm just down in this really spooky cave, and I'm holding my little resonating wand in my offhand because you can kind of see it over there. Right now you don't see it, but if I put it in there, things will start to sparkle. That means over there are rock crystals from Astral sorcery, and these are very important. There's some down there too. Hey, diamonds. And we need to get these so we can actually get to the next step. So they always spawn very low underground, and it's, you know, it's so much better to see them using this wand. And apparently we visited the bottom of the world. That's something for the Thaumcraft progress later, so that's nice as well. But yeah, I'm just gonna go over there and grab some of these, and I think fortune affects the drop rate, so we should get quite a bit, because it's not a lot of crystals or not a lot of ore you find. Advancement, and now IO basics, really? Why did I make this? I'm not sure. I must have found something by accident. But they should be right around here. Stone. Oh, there it is. Rock crystal ore. And if you mine this, we get a bunch of these crystals, right? They all have different properties and such, but we're gonna ignore this for now. That's not too interesting at the moment. But I think there should be... I thought there was another swirly thing. Nope, I think that was it. And I believe this only happens during nighttime, I think. Could be wrong on this, but I think you have to, like, it has to be nighttime for you to find these little particles. Might as well just vein mine the floor so you can expose all of this stuff at once. And of course, to get out of the cave, rod of elevation. Whoosh. There we are. Nice. So useful. Alright, back at our little shrine, we can now go ahead and make a light well. So we need these little crystals, right? And I'm going to use the ones that have a really low size, because I want to keep the ones that have a bigger size for stuff later. So just something to keep in mind. And what is that? We need the chiseled, ruined, and ruined. Okay, and then aquamarine, which I do have. So where is my chisel? There is my chisel. I'm not sure why I talk like this. Okay, so we get ruined and... was it chiseled? Yes. Now we should be able to make this. Boom. Get our little wand and wank. Looks like there's a sandstorm because it's raining. It is getting daytime though. Oops. So there is one. There we go. Let's make a couple more of these. There we go. And I'm actually going to grab this guy and bring it with me and hope that we can craft it over at our place. Look how like wet the floor is with the shader. It's kind of interesting. Okay, so let's place these guys outside now. It's not anymore. It's not nighttime anymore. But we can set these up anyway. I'll just put them here for now. What we can do with these guys now, if you grab a crystal that's big, ideally. This one is fine, and this one. If you place these in here, you can also use aquamarine or such. You can see they're creating starlight. Crazy particles, I know. The bigger the crystal, I think the more they produce, and certain items produce more or less or faster, maybe? Starlight. Aquamarine is, I think, a slower one. These rock crystal ones are faster. I think the glowing aquamarine later on is going to be even faster, like this guy. And then there's also like an upgraded crystal that's like, I believe, the best, maybe? I could be wrong. What I would like to do though, before this fills up, is just make a second tank real quick and just, you know, fill this all up into like a tank so it doesn't waste. Because once the tank is full, the light well, I mean, it will still keep trying to put everything in there. So eventually it will, you know, just waste the stuff. Do we have a fluid node? So just gotta put these underneath here and then fill them into the tank on the side, and that should be good. Boom. Crescent hammer and... oh no, it's on input, right. There we go, it's filling up. Nice. It's very glowy right now. Ah, this thing is laggy again. Ah, so annoying. Maybe it's just like after a while it just gets laggy and laggier. But what we can do now, in theory, is take a bucket, put this down, and throw in a log, I believe? Yes. And that gives us... infused wood, yes! And it also gives you a little bit of night vision when you jump in. Awesome, so I'll just dump this all in there. It doesn't seem to use it up, which is interesting. I thought it would, but it doesn't. Huh, so we only needed one bucket of this, I guess. Very nice. Let's put this away for now. And now we have the living wood, or infused wood, that we need to get living wood. So now we can place this around here and get the things we need. Yes, it's sparkling! Awesome. And one easy way to like swap them out once they're changed, so this is living wood now, is to use something like this exchanging gadget, right? Now just shift right click the living wood or infused wood I placed and set this to a high range, and now I can just right click and replaces the living wood with this stuff again. Haha, so we got it. There it is, living wood. So we can actually make our mana spreaders now. I just made some lime green petals because we do need these as well for this petal block. So there's 8 of them. And what else do we need? We need illumination powder. Oh yeah, we still need to make this one. So that's with our little table we have, aquamarine and glowstone, and then of course the night ore. So do we have enough night? Okay, there's not a lot of light here. And I guess because it rains, it also covers it. Like not a lot of moonlight, unfortunately. So we're gonna have to wait a little bit, unfortunately. So that's fine. Oh, looks like we do have enough light to make this recipe. It gives 16 per craft. And this illumination powder is kind of similar to the nitor. It's also creating this little blob, so very similar. I forgot, I think to get rid of it, you have to actually like place a block there and then it disappears. You don't get it back, but yeah. Okay, let's make the things we need to make. So let's make the mana spreader first. We should have everything once we make the glimmering wood, which is just with glowstone. And maybe make another set. Quiet birds. Now we can make 2 mana spreaders. There we go. And then we also need the mana pool, so we can actually store our mana, right? Recipe for this also changed. Of course it did. Why wouldn't it? Looks a bit crazy. It now needs the white petal block and the light gray petal block, a crystal, and also the diluted one. The diluted one is just like a small one. Oh, that's light blue. I have cyan. Okay, I'm gonna go get some light blue. Okay. Should have it now. There's the diluted version, and then if we get another crystal, let's take a bad one. This one is pretty low. And we make a white one, white petal block, and a gray petal block. There we go. Luckily, we don't need too many of these yet, but there it is. Mana pool, awesome. So now we can finally take our endo flames and set this up. I'll just put this here temporarily to show. We have it there, right? We take our endo flames, place them however we want. I guess that's fine. Let's just place 6 for now. And then our mana spreaders, if we place this, like this, it will now have connected whatever flowers were already here to this mana spreader. We can see this too if we make a wand of the forest, but I don't know if the recipe changed for this. Nope, that one is fine. Okay, so let's maybe make this one. Because that would be useful to have, and we can choose which colors we want on our wand, which is kind of cool. So I'm gonna get lime green here and a red one here. Usually I get purple, but this will do. If you hold this in our hand and hover over it, oh no, it didn't auto connect. It auto connects if you place the spreader first and then the flower, not the other way around. So now that the mana spreader is placed and we place these, if you hover over it, you can see this is linked to this highlighted mana spreader over there. And then if they burn some fuel, like charcoal, after a couple of seconds, whoosh, everything is burning. Each one of them took 1 piece of charcoal. We have 14 left. It will spit out the mana into... Oh. There we go. Had to bind it with shift right click. Into our mana pool. Awesome. Man, these particles don't work. Really need to figure out if I can fix this somehow. But there we go, we got our actual mana going. So there's something. We finally did it, right? Finally got this thing to work. Wow, what a journey. We will have to set up a nice system for a lot of these magic mods. I'm not quite sure where yet or what kind of style. Probably like a mage tower would be cool, maybe over there or something. I don't know, we'll see. I'll think about something. But yeah, we got mana production, at least some of it. Awesome. And then how are you guys doing? So broken looking. There has to be a way to fix this, because I've seen people use Astral sorcery and the Zeus shaders together, so and not look like this, I believe. Probably just a setting I need to change. But yeah, it's filling up. Already 15 buckets in there, so awesome. I know we are probably super late into, or already a super long episode, but I think before we end this, let us quickly go... That was my phone, I'm sorry. Let us quickly go through our rewards and see what we earned, because I think we actually unlocked quite a few quests today. Ooh, we had this at one point that I never claimed. And then this one, block cutting machine. Come on, come on, I selected you. Oh, it's so slow today. Okay, and then forestry, nothing. Immersive, nothing. Thaumcraft, look at all this stuff, right? We have to go get a living silverwood tree as well, so we can finish this off. Wait, isn't this? Oh yeah, yeah, great wood. Don't I have great wood? Hold on a second. For some reason I don't have great wood, but I chopped down a great wood tree. Maybe I left it at the old base. I'm not sure. Okay, all of that, and then there's more over here. So much loot. And didn't it say something about Ender IO as well? I'm just going, oh god, yeah, look at this stuff here as well. I'm like going through them once, select the loot chest, and then I do a second round to click the claim, because if I click on it the second time, it shows up. So now I go through again and just click claim. That seems to work pretty well. Okay, that's all of them. No, it didn't. Maybe I don't know. Maybe that was something else. Not sure why it said something about NIO, that was strange. Anyway, look at all these chests, and there's some hovering around me as well, because I can't take them. So, let's see what we get. Oh, well, we already have one of those. Part chest I don't need. Oh, that's good. Another atomic reconstructor, another one of those guys. Speed upgrades. A pink cherry sapling, sure, why not? More toast. A diamond chisel is neat. Ooh, molecular assembler, I wonder how many. 8. That's pretty good. Umbran sapling. Upgrades for storage stuff. Sea lanterns are always neat. Oh, Fossick resonator. We have to make one of these eventually. Soon. Okay, they're not very expensive. But this thing is awesome. This is going to be useful soon. A lit redstone lamp. Nice. Might have to use these. They look fancy. And a block of constantin. That's not bad. We got quite a few upgrades from these. I'm really curious what this Umbran, whatever, sapling looks like. It looks like this. That's a nice color. That's a really light purple. Oh, I like it. This might be good for our magic house. Okay. I'll have to come up with something. I'm not sure yet. I've never been good at making anything magical. Like a magic house. Anyway, I think we have to end the episode here. It's probably super long, so yeah, we got all of our stuff. We can now make all the Botania stuff here, the basic, blocks and such, living wood, living rock, etc. So I'm just gonna make some of these and then yeah, figure out how we want to set up our mana situation, because there's so many different mana mods, right, or magic mods. And then of course we also have blood magic still to do. How are you guys doing? Not well. Why are you not pulling it out? That sounded wrong. Oh, I used the queen. Okay, princess has to get added to the filter then. So that wasted probably a lot of time. Same over here then. Princess, okay. Cool, there we go, it's going again. Nice. Yeah, so I'll probably do some breeding. I'll probably start crossbreeding a bit off camera and yeah, we'll see how that goes. Look at all this bee stuff over here. But as the sun is setting in the distance, and yes, I have a pirate hat, with this crazy sky that I'll fix soon. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Next time, not sure, maybe I'll do a little bit more magic again. Dive more into Astral sorcery or something. There's some really cool things we could get. That would be nice to have, so wouldn't be a bad idea to keep going a little bit with the magic mods. And I'll see, oh god, if I can do something with like a building, if I can come up with a design. But hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys soon. Bye bye.